Alright, quick update on JASMY. So what is going on right now? As of the time of recording this, JASMY has moved down approximately 10%. You can see JASMY is moving down because Bitcoin has had a push below the ascending channel that we've been in for a while. So Bitcoin's moving down, it is dragging most of the market down with it, including JASMY. This is unfortunate because JASMY just had a very nice confirmed retest of this bullish pennant that we did just break up on. We came up to the 618 Fibonacci and got rejected. So that is not a good sign. You can see we've got this huge uptrend. We came down, we actually broke through the 786, and this kind of seems like we've had a a dead cat bounce slash retest of the 618, and unfortunately it looks like we were going to see continuation, but as Bitcoin has started to landslide, it is getting somewhat iffy. So I am still bullish on JASMY and altcoins. I am bullish on altcoins unless Bitcoin has a daily close below 39,000. I did just talk about that in the Bitcoin video I just recorded. If you want to go check out my views on Bitcoin and the general market, go check out the Bitcoin video I will be uploading with the JASMY video today. So JASMY, once again, moving down very harshly. On the daily, we've got a lot of selling volume in, but it's interesting, the money flow is still kind of sticking around here, and that's because if we come down to the lower time frames, you can see a lot of people are buying the dip right now and pushing it back up. On Bitcoin, it is moving up a tiny bit as well, while we are having this retest of 39,000. Now, I did just DCA into BTC. I talked about this. I've got a bunch of buy orders set on BTC. I do not have any buy orders set on any altcoins right now, and that includes JASMY. If we look at the 4 hour as well, you can see we've formed an M pattern slash a double top, and we have broken below the neckline. If we do not have a solid break above 228 within the next 4 to 8 hours, in my opinion, JASMY will be heading down. This is a super important area. I talked about this when we were all the way up here at 5 cents, saying we need to retest it. We haven't really had a successful retest of it. I mean, we did have one here, but within the next day or so, we're moving back below it. Confirmed, we're basically coming up to confirm whether this M pattern breakdown is legit or not. So keep your eyes, once again, 2.27 ish. That is basically our last line in the sand. If we come up to here and get a rejection, then unfortunately I do think that would be the nail in the coffin in the short term for JASMY, and JASMY would start heading down. Now, if you remember, I've been talking about this for my past couple of videos. We did get in on JASMY down here just before 1.8 cent when we did have a big push up, and I talked about this in my last couple of videos. My worst case scenario, I've been saying this, I want to make sure no matter what, I do walk away with some profit on this trade. So once again, I've been talking about this for my past couple of videos, but I do have a stop loss down here at 1.9. That is basically at the 786 Fibonacci. In my opinion, we can bottom at the 786 and we can just reverse out of nowhere, but we can also bottom down here, which is my stop loss, meaning that I would be wiped out of my trade, and then I'd be having to pay for the liquidation fees, and then it would just be a mess in my opinion. So I want to make sure I'm walking away with a profit no matter what happens on JASMY. I do have my stop loss down here. If we never come down to my stop loss, so be it. Obviously I'll still be in my trade for JASMY, expecting higher price targets. I do think we need to be cautious with what's going on JASMY right now. The momentum indicators like the EMA ribbons are heading down. The 4 hourly squeeze mom has just reset the bearish momentum and is now pushing back down to the downside. On the daily, we are still having a huge macro market momentum shift in favor of the bulls, but this doesn't mean that we can't come back down, maybe swoop the lows and then reverse later on in a couple of weeks or a month or so. And I talked about this for Bitcoin as well. Bitcoin is having a huge momentum shift. This does not mean that it has to reverse today. It simply means that within the next couple of weeks or so, we're probably going to find a strong bottom. Now, I imagine if we do not hold 39,000 on the daily for Bitcoin, then 37 to 37,500 would be a huge area of support that I can see us coming down to and then bouncing out of here. This is why I have DCAs set on Bitcoin between 37.5 all the way down to 34. I talked about that in my Bitcoin video that I am about to upload once again. So a lot of mixed signals we're seeing for JASMY right now. I do not think now is the best time to DCA. I could be wrong. But for me personally, I am going to be sticking on the sidelines, chilling out with some of these altcoin trades. Like I've been talking about, we've been trading a lot of altcoins on my channel recently. Pretty much every single one of them is in profit, but we are including these stop losses in the trades to make sure that, you know, worst comes to worst, the market does flip on us and turn bearish, but at least we'll be walking away with a profit, or at least I'll be walking away with a profit on this stop loss. So you know, we're really going to have to see what Bitcoin does. It is all down to Bitcoin at this point. You know, JASMY, it does not matter what pattern JASMY puts in. I mean, you could even argue right now, you know, we could still be forming like a bull flag, and, you know, while I would agree with that sentiment, it's not going to matter at all until Bitcoin makes a decision. So, you know, the JASMY analysis is all good, talking about and such, but, you know, Bitcoin is really the market leader in this. JASMY was setting up for a bullish breakout, it even confirmed the retest, but then Bitcoin decides that it wants to break down. It is bringing down the whole market with it. So I will be making a Bitcoin update later. Bear in mind, if we do close a daily candle below 39,000, then, you know, unfortunately I would be expecting lower price targets for JASMY. Once again, you've got this very important previous local top here. It is super important that we do get back above here. This is also the M pattern neckline. So if we come up to, you know, 0.228 and then get a rejection, I would imagine we'd be coming down to sweep the lows. That is all I see for JASMY right now. Once again, doesn't seem like the best time, in my opinion, to be entering, especially leverage longs on altcoins. I'm personally sitting on the sideline. I am waiting for Bitcoin to make a macro decision, and once again, if Bitcoin just reverses out of here and we just get out of here, then so be it. You know, we can continue accumulating these altcoins, but until Bitcoin decides that it wants to have, you know, a macro reversal, then, you know, we are kind of just you know, waiting for these lows to start coming into place. That is all I see for JASMY. Lots of selling volume on the daily as well. 4 hourly starting to converge on itself, starting to head down. We really need to see a reversal for Bitcoin ASAP. We need to see a reversal for JASMY ASAP. Otherwise, we'll probably be coming down to my stop loss. That is all I see for JASMY. Best of luck if you're in these markets. Getting a little bit hectic right now, but, you know, when these markets are getting scary, it is the best time to be trading. Once again, none of this is financial advice. This is just my opinion on the market, and as always, cowboy out. Peace.